Whether you're starting a newsletter and want to send people a weekly email, or running an event and want to send more details about that, or just stay in touch with customers that come into your store, there are a whole host of reasons to capture email addresses. I'm going to show you how to do that in Google Forms, so let's dive in. To create a new Google form, you just go to forms.new, and that brings you to the default new form that you see here. And there are a few different ways you can capture emails. The first is, in this default question, I could just call this email, for example. Google Forms changes it to a short answer question, and then I could make it required by clicking this toggle, which means people must fill it out before they complete the form. You might also want to make sure that you give the form a title, so I'm going to put newsletter sign up, and you can give it a description as well if you want to. But that's not the only way to capture emails on Google Forms. If I go into settings here and choose responses, you'll see there's an option that says collect email addresses. So I'm going to click over here, and I can choose from either verified or responder input. Now, verified means that someone has to sign into their Google account in order to submit the form, which sounds good, but not everyone has a Google account. So they may not be able to submit the form if they're using, say, a Hotmail email address. And the second is responder input, which is similar to what I just showed you, where Google Forms will automatically add a question for email address and let people type in their own emails. So now I've enabled that. If I go back to the questions tab at the top here, you see it adds this default question at the very top of the form, and that would mean that I can delete this question that I added earlier. And that would mean you've just got this very simple form to capture email addresses, but you probably want to make it look a little bit nicer. So you can click on this palette icon at the top of the screen here to customize how the form looks. You could change the fonts. Perhaps you want something like this. You can add a header image if you want to by clicking choose image. There's a whole gallery of options here. I'm going to choose these jelly beans. I like those. When you choose an image, the color of the form updates automatically, but you can always change those colors if you want to. So I'm going to choose this blue color and make the background gray like this. The thing is, if you're just collecting emails, you probably want to send an email to somebody afterwards to either check that their email address is real, or maybe even send them a free download. We can do those things in Jotform, so let's take a quick look. Jotform is another easy-to-use online form builder tool, and they have thousands of templates for forms, so of course there are templates just for collecting emails. There are 3 examples on this page, one just to collect an email address, one that's more of an opt-in form, and one that's more of a general inquiry. So I'm going to choose to use the template of the email collector here, and that's going to save me doing anything from scratch because it's all here already. So we can see in the builder screen here, it's already got a title. It's asking for people's name. They'll put their first and last name in. I could delete that if I wanted to. And then we've got the email address question here. To stop people putting in fake email addresses though, I want them to verify their email once they've put it in. So if I go to add element on the left-hand side, I can go to widgets. And if I search the widgets panel for email, you can see I have an email validator widget that I can click and drag onto the form here. Over on the right-hand side, it shows me the email that will be sent after they've put their email in here, and I can update this message if I want to. I'm just going to leave it as it is and click update. And then that means I can delete this original email question here by hovering over on the right-hand side and clicking remove. That way, I know that everyone that fills out the form has definitely given me a genuine email address. Now, if you want it to match your branding or your website, you can go over on the right-hand side here and click this roller icon for the form designer. You can see there are some colors that you can choose from, or if I go to the themes tab, full themes. So let's go for something really fun and use this kind of party theme over here. And then when I'm ready to get people to fill this out, I go to the Publish tab at the top of the screen here, and I can copy and paste this link wherever I need to in an email or on my website for people to complete it. Or if I scroll down, I can click this QR code option and copy this QR code and put that on screen maybe at the event that I'm running. There are also options on the left-hand side here to embed this into your own website, so the form just appears on your page. And once you've sent it out and people start filling it out, you can click up at the top here where it says Form Builder and go to Tables. And in Tables, you'll see all of the responses coming through as people complete it. So there you have it, a super quick way to collect email addresses and verify that they're real. I hope this was helpful. If it was, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.